Today we're making a dessert from the ancient Egyptian era. Is it good? Stick around till the end to find out. So I've got my research right here. This recipe comes from the walls of the tomb of Rekhmire, who was involved with the pharaohs Thutmose III and Amenhotep II. And this recipe was depicted from hieroglyphs in the tomb, which how cool is that? An ancient Egyptian recipe taken from the hieroglyphs, translated to what we can understand today. So from what researchers found, there were these cone-shaped desserts offered to royalty. And the conclusion was that tiger nuts and honey were received in the treasury of the temple and put under seal, given as an offering in the temple, in the function of... Apparently Rekhmire would receive tiger nuts and honey in the treasury of the temple, and that's what was used for these desserts. According to my research, there are a lot of slightly varied recipes. Obviously with something this old, none of us really know exactly what it is. We can only determine to the best of our ability, and this is the most common thing I could find. It was tiger nuts with honey, cooked in a fat and then doused in honey or date syrup. I don't have date syrup, so I am using honey, but I just think the fact that this came from 1400 BC. This dessert has been around for thousands of years. How cool is that? So enough about that, let's make this.
So the main ingredient here is tiger nuts, which yes, I did have to order. Traditionally, you use tiger nut flour, so you can soak these in warm water for half an hour. You need to crush them before they go in your food processor, otherwise they just won't process and they'll probably ruin your food processor. And my blade just kept detaching, and I promise you it was attached correctly, it just did not like these tiger nuts. And I got them as finely ground as I could, added honey and water, and that's all the recipe called for. It's supposed to make a paste and you form these into balls, but I think you are actually supposed to form these into a flatter shape and then just form them into triangles after they're cooked, not literal 3D cones, but I took it literally. So I formed these into balls, and you're apparently supposed to cook these and then shape them. It says to cook them in fat, so butter or oil, and these wouldn't even roll around in the pan. I'm telling you, I had a hell of a time with this recipe, and you think for something that only has a couple ingredients, it wouldn't be this hard, but I just had a difficult time. So I tried to shape cones and they just didn't work, which tells me the tiger nuts were not finely ground enough. So you can order tiger nut flour. That's probably the best idea if you want to do this at home. Make sure this forms more of a paste, not a crumble, otherwise it just won't work. And after they are shaped, which I just kind of gave up and left them as tiger nut balls, they get date syrup, but I didn't have that, so I used more honey, which is apparently fine as well.
So I failed a little bit at this. I think the tiger nuts were not finely ground enough. My food processor had a hell of a time with this. Even though I crushed them before putting them in the food processor and soaked them in water for 45 minutes, they're tough little suckers. So you need to either order actual tiger nut flour, or you need to make sure this is very finely ground for this to work successfully. They at least held some sort of shape, so we can at least try them, which I am very interested, because it's literally tiger nuts, honey, and more honey. Okay. Oh my god, a chunk of tiger nut went up my nostril. All right, we're good. Didn't choke. Now, the review I read of this recipe said that the date syrup really does dominate it, and I can see why. If this were coated in a date syrup, that is pretty much all you would taste. You get the tiger nut flavor. I do like the flavor of the tiger nuts, but really all you get is the sweetness of the honey, which makes sense because it's half of what's in here. But I have to say, for a recipe that's thousands of years old, this was really, really interesting to try. Let me know in the comments if there are any other old recipes you want me to try, or if there's a very first recipe of a dessert you know and love today you want me to try. I absolutely will. So let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.